Hello, I'm addressing this comment today. Slash question, and I've had a few of these questions on my videos, so I thought this would be a good time to answer it. When I do a reply to a comment, everything shows up backwards in the video. So I don't know. I guess you could put, and I was figuring out how do I apply a mirror to this so that you guys can see it. I guess you can apply the mirror, or I'm also going to be talking about it. So I'm a channel. I channel a group of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our human journey. And my day job is channeling soul contracts, like blueprint, the reasons for your experiences and why you're here, what your mission and purpose is here, what themes you're exploring in this lifetime, how to align your highest timeline, how to connect to your higher self, how to hear your higher self guideline or guidance. It's absolutely so amazing. My guides always bring in the most beautiful, 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 supportive messages. It's always love. There's never any fear. There's never any, so once in a while I get a client that says, I'm really worried about what they're going to say. And I'm like, oh, don't worry. It's always so supportive and beautiful. Okay. So yes, jobs so bad, abusive. How do you break patterns? All right. So this is a quick lesson here. Okay. And I want to say, I am within the next week, I'm going to have a guide on how to do this. It's going to be a 30-day challenge, actually, because it takes time to connect to your higher self. It takes time. I do tons of videos on this, so go check out all the videos. You can go to my homepage and scroll anything with higher self or intuition or self-guidance or how to align your highest timeline, things like that. Those videos all touch on those things, okay? But I'm putting together an actual tangible thing you can print out. It's a 30-day challenge, so watch for that. Go on my website, sign up for the newsletter, which is the pop-up that pops up. That is soon going to be replaced with a free challenge for you to connect your higher self. Okay, so until then, here's some guidance. Okay, so if you're trying to shift something in your life, career, relationship, how you feel, where you live, all of the things, here's what I just channeled this in super quick for you guys. Okay, number one, connect to your higher guidance. Which is going to be the free challenge. It's going to be coming on my website, so make sure you go there and get that, okay? It's really, really cool. It's the tools that I used, okay? And I still use them today, and I'm a full-blown channel now. So my goal is to launch this membership community here soon in the next few weeks, where I'll be teaching people how to connect to their higher guidance, and eventually, if you like, learn to channel. Okay, so connect to your higher guidance. If you're trying to get out of something or change something in your life, connect to your higher self guidance. Your higher self has your blueprint, has your life blueprint. It knows the highest timelines that are available to you in all areas, okay? When we get here, I do lots of videos on this, everything about who we are, where we come from, what we're meant to be doing is wiped from us, and new programs are installed by the system on purpose to keep us disconnected from our higher self so that we become a cog in the wheel. So it's really important that we try to remain and regain connection to our higher self. You can do that by limiting screens. And when you're on screens, make sure you're following high vibe people, things that are teaching you something that's better in your life. Watch how much things you're intaking that are creating fear, that is dropping your vibration, and it literally keeps you from hearing your higher self. Fear keeps you from hearing your higher self. It is literally disconnect. Why do you think we're inundated with fear all the time? Think about it. Clean food and water intake. So meaning like, watch what you're eating. Are you eating a lot of fast food that has a lot of chemicals in it on purpose, right? Are you eating organic as much as possible? If you can, start growing a vegetable or two. That's what I started doing last year. And drink lots of water. Watch what you're putting in your body, because this vessel is an antenna. Okay, it's not. This is for real. This vessel is an antenna. What you put in your body will either make you a more clear channel to your higher self or a less clear channel to your higher self. And then get out in nature or meditate. Meditate in the morning if possible, while your mind is still clear and you're still connected to that realm. Okay, you wake up, you've been connected to that realm. You wake up, hold that connection in your awakened state. And nature is where I meditate. I walk about an hour and a half a day in the forest with a rescue dog that I rescued a few months ago. This is huge. Nature is huge. I ask the trees to clear my space, help me connect to my higher self. Journal is a form of being able to channel in information from your higher self. Okay, here's some questions that you can journal. Okay, what's keeping me in this situation? Is it fear? Is it fear of losing my job? Is it fear of what I'll do if I quit my job? What will happen to me if I quit my job? So what's keeping you in this situation? What is this teaching me? What is my current situation teaching me? There's always a gift. There's always a teaching. Is it showing you that you have patterns that you're repeating over and over that need to be changed? Is it showing you that there is a theme here that you're exploring in this life that you're meant to overcome? Lack of self-worth, lack of self-love, lack of believing in yourself, etc., right? Yeah, is this a pattern? And what do I like and what do I not like about my job? Is there anything about the job you like? Do you like the data entry? Do you like the organization? Do you like the talking to people? Do you like being able to solve problems? What is it about the job that you like? Okay. What is it that you don't like? I don't like my boss. Okay. Well, what is it that you don't like? Is he or she constantly writing over your shoulder? Are they never present? Are they negative? Are they not very directive? Are they not supportive? What is it? What is it that you don't like? And then peel back the onion. What about that don't you like? And you might find that there's a childhood wound here that needs to be addressed, but journaling is going to really help. And then going back kind of to number one here, but ask your higher self to guide you. If you're doing these things, you're going to be able to connect to your higher self easier. And then you can say, higher self, I need guidance, which is exactly what I did almost 5 years ago. I was standing up against corruption at a Fortune 100 bank, massive racism. They wanted me as an executive vice president and territory manager. I was managing a huge territory in Oregon. I had taken them from the bottom of the company to the top, and they wanted me to fire minorities, and I absolutely refused. Not just me, but many of us. And I was the only one that spoke up, and I was getting abused so badly that I had a stroke trying to save these people that were working for me and trying to save myself. And I called out for help one day. I didn't believe anything existed beyond this. This is before I started channeling. I called out for help. And I said, on a Sunday afternoon, laying in bed depressed at 3:00 in the afternoon, dreading going to work the next day, I said, if there's anything out there at all that can hear me, I need help. I feel my soul dying. I didn't even know the word soul. I don't know if I had ever heard of the word soul. And immediately help started coming. Within 3 months, I was out of there. It felt very traumatic at the time. And now I look back and I see that it was the most beautiful miracle that could have ever existed. But your higher self is listening. And there is the law of non-intervention and the law of free will. Our higher self, our spirit team, cannot interfere in our lives. We have to ask for help because of the laws of the universe. So you have to ask for help, but you have to also have to help yourself, right? But you have to ask for help in order to receive help, and then start watching the synchronicities and let go. Here, watch for synchronicities. Oh, look at it, I'm ahead of myself. Say yes to all possibilities that come up. Let go of what you think it will look like, right? So for me, I asked for help, and 3 months later, my job ended. But I thought that I was going to retire at this place. I had it all figured out because of the system, which I do many videos on this, and come to find out, I was in the system due to a soul contract that I have many, in order to understand the system, learn the system, and I come out. Now I'm channeling about the systems, and I'm helping all of you guys start to break free from the system. So when you let go of what you think it will look like, right? You might not end up leaving your job. A new boss might come in, or you might be recruited over to a different team, or you might lose your job. And sometimes I channel for people and they're very unhappy in their job. And what comes in is, get ready, because there's a chance you're going to lose your job soon. But it's not losing your job. It's a door closing for you to be available for the next thing that's coming. So let go of what you think it will look like. When I lost my job in corporate banking, go check out my story. It's on my website. You can click the link in my bio. It's one of the links there. When I lost my job, I thought it was the worst thing that could ever happen to me. It was the conduit for everything I'm doing now. So release the need to know what it's going to look like, because the miracles that your higher self and the universe brings you, they don't look like miracles sometimes up front, and sometimes they're very small little nudges that you have to remain open for, right? The breadcrumbs that the universe brings you. And then gratitude. Gratitude is huge. When you're in a look around and see, what are you thankful for? Well, I'm thankful for a paycheck right now. I'm thankful for my one friend at work that I can talk to. I'm thankful that I'm at least doing a little thing that I like at work, right? Have as much gratitude as you possibly can. Add that to your journaling. There's always things to be grateful for. And when you start operating from a place of gratitude, you start raising your high vibration. And on those higher vibrational planes is where the job is, or the boss is, or the opportunities are that you want on a higher vibrational plane. But you have to do the work to change and shift your inner world in order to bring in the things that you want that are on a higher vibrational plane. You can't sit around and do no change and expect your situation to change, because you have to change the way you're feeling and looking at the world in order for those things to come in. All right. And then lastly, it's then have patience, self-love, trust, and surrender. And what I don't have on here is get ready for a ride, because it's coming. I hope this helps. Drop your questions and comments below. Well, everything I share on here, it's all channeled. And it's for you to help you in your spiritual growth. I would love to hear from you. See you in the next video.